सिर्फ एंटरटेनमेंट प्रोग्राम में एक दफ़ा दोबारा आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर हूँ एक नए आर्टिस्ट के साथ जिनका ताल्लुक इटली से है और बेसिकली वो के साथ हैं या यूके में मुकीम है और उनसे हम उन्हीं की जो जर्नी है एक्टिंग के हवाले से बेसिकली शी इज़ अ वेरी गुड एक्टर उसके हवाले से हम उनसे बात करेंगे यहाँ पे कि उनकी यहाँ पे लाइफ कैसी गुजरी और उन्होंने एक्टिंग की शुरुआत कहाँ से की। जी आइए से बात करते हैं। हाय मैडम।
I'm very, very good. Thank you very much.
Okay, madam. So, what's your name?
My full name is Anna Alfieri.
Okay, Anna. How long have you been in the UK?
I've been in the UK for about 6 years. I've been acting for 9.
Okay. Anna, just first will you tell me why do you like acting?
Very long story. The short version of the story is I couldn't do anything else. Or I couldn't think about doing anything else. Long version is it started I think when I was 6 years old and I went to see a musical with my mom and auntie. I know it's going to sound very pathetic, but from that moment, the moment I saw those actors on stage, and I knew, subconsciously knew that was what I wanted for myself.
Okay, it means that if you have seen some your family's persons they are in acting.
No.
And some friends you have seen some movies you are charming, I want to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody in my family is an actor or in the business, so it was very much a struggle for me to go to my parents and say, hey, I want to be an actress. And it took very long for me to be able to do that because, you know, my parents weren't in a position to understand what I was talking about. I come from a family where everybody has a very normal job. My mom is a teacher, my dad is a doctor, my uncles are like, you know, pretty much, they have very normal practical jobs, so it's not a very artistic family.
Okay, this means that in your family no one did acting before, okay?
No.
So how...
Well, my dad has done some acting, but for fun, as a hobby. My dad is a brilliant actor. Like he was one of my favorite actors. Like when I was little, my dad is really good. But yeah, he only did it for fun. So.
Okay, so when you think about that, I have some capability.
Yeah.
I am able to do that.
Oh God, man, that took so long.
Okay.
That took so long.
Okay, give me some points, just points, some words.
Yeah. Okay, the first acting class I took, I was 14 and I was hopeless. I was in this acting class, I was very shy, I felt like a fish out of water, like everybody there was just confident, you know, that they knew what they were doing, they were really good, and I wasn't. I really sucked. Then I gave up and I was just focusing on school. I was in high school. I was just trying to be a good girl and study. And then I went back to it when I was 19 and I dropped out of university because I didn't want to study anything but acting. And I started again, slowly. I found this independent acting school and I enrolled. And I began to realize that was what I wanted, and I didn't want to do anything else. And that had to be a profession, not a hobby, not something to do in my spare time. I wanted to make a profession out of it. And everybody told me that I was crazy, and you know, of course. And I thought, you know what, maybe I am crazy, but this is the only thing I want in life. So I don't care if I'm crazy or not. I'm just gonna do it. And it was hard. And I trained 2 years full time in Italy, which is where I'm from. And then I decided to come here. I trained another year and a half, almost 2 years in this country. And then after all that training, I started thinking, maybe I should start working, at least trying to audition for something, you know. And that is the moment when I finally started to understand how to act.
Okay.
Just began to understand how you act. very useful for me. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Tell me one thing, because you are in the media, but you are also in the entertainment person,
Yeah.
you are the actor, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, this is, if you are doing in the film lines, sometimes you have to get a time to grow up in the industry.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are getting the good movies. So any financially difficulties in this journey?
Oh my god, it's so tough. It's so tough because unless you're in a very lucky position where you are involved in big budget movies all the time, you have to have a second job, and this is what most actors struggle with at the beginning, or even for several years, until your career takes off, if it will ever take off, because that's another thing, it's not, nothing is for sure in this business. So you have to be very good at motivating yourself, and you have to be passionate about what you do. Otherwise, you just give up.
So it means that with the your film line, you are working as well. You are working as well.
You mean at another job?
Yes, and the job.
Yeah.
Because you have to support
Yeah,
the film
you have
lines,
to
and
support-
sometimes
yeah.
there are a lot of actors
Totally.
are here, so
Yeah.
they are not paying to that.
Yeah.
Basically, so it's very difficult because
Very
you have to
difficult.
too much work hard in this field.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about that? If the new generation, if someone wants to do that,
Yes.
okay, in film industry,
Yes.
what they have to do, they have to do the acting, modeling, singing, whatever they want to do, but they have to do the job as well.
Oh yeah, they have no choice. Unless they come from a very rich family. They can just... But I wouldn't suggest that, even if you came from a very rich family and you could, just do whatever you want to do, singing or acting, and you would have big gaps when you're not working. You're just staying home, waiting for the job to come along, for the next gig to come along, or whatever, next acting job. My personal advice would be, don't sit home and wait, because it's going to be very depressing. Humans are made... We are meant to be active. We're meant to give. We're meant to... we have to find a meaning in each and every one of our days. You know what I'm talking about? If you're not busy all the time, if your days are pointless, you're going to feel crap. So I don't think it's healthy for anyone.
Okay. Basically, one question I will ask you more. Basically, some peoples, because the peoples are saying this in the world, that some people say if someone is singing, someone is acting, someone is dancing, these things they are
Yeah.
doing, okay? So they have some different stories of them. So
Sorry.
someone has different stories,
Oh,
someone
yeah.
is just like that different.
We're all
So
unique.
if someone wants to come in the media, they want to join some dancing, acting, modeling, whatever they want.
Yeah.
So what they should be just like that in the industry?
Say again.
Yes, basically I'm asking if someone wants, if I am enter the media field,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So just I want to do the acting,
Yeah.
singing, okay?
Yeah.
Acting basically, okay?
Yeah.
So what I look for, which kind of person I should be, a friendly, okay, and open-minded. So which kind of person I can easily enter in the media?
You should just be yourself. It's a very, very interesting question, and I'm glad you asked it, because there's no formula. This is not a job where, if you have of course you have to have an open mind, but I think the key is to be yourself and hope that people will like you for the person you are. It's just, if you can't be yourself, well, what else could you be?
Because I have taken the interview to another person as well. So they were saying to me that if you come in the media, you should be friendly and
Oh,
you
yeah,
should
of
be
course,
open-minded, just
of
like that,
course.
then you can survive it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are certain things that you should do. I mean, there are certain personality traits that you should have if you want to work. But like in every other job, being friendly, I think, even if you work in a supermarket, you should be friendly. It's a very important thing, If
Because
you
it's a different passions and
Yeah.
different fields
Yeah.
and the different things. If someone is working in the meat shop, so they can't perform in that thing. So
Yeah.
depends on that what they are doing right now. Okay. So how many films you have done?
Oh God. As a leading actress, I believe I've done between 25 and 30.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very small films.
Okay, no problem. Wish you best of luck. We pray for you. You will be more successful. Okay. And tell me one thing. How many films you do romantic and how many odd movie? How many action?
Okay, I've done a bit of everything. I've been lucky enough to like have a very broad range. I used to think that I could only play one character at the beginning, like, and then I started playing more characters. Particularly because I'm not British, so at the beginning I thought, right, I'm always going to play Italian, and that's really not the case because I only played Italian once. 30 films, only once I played Italian. And then again, I got a lot of roles where I was playing the villain, so I went through this phase of thinking, oh, right, so I can only be evil then, because I can do that very well. I can be evil, I can do that. And then some other people for the next film offered me a completely different role. Like, I didn't have to be evil, I didn't have to be tough, I didn't have to be threatening, and I just had to be not naive, but a bit more fragile. Yes, have I played romantic before? I don't think I've played romantic. I mean, not just romantic for the sake of being romantic. It doesn't, nothing comes to my mind.
So which role in the film, okay, which role do you like?
I like all my roles. I get lesbian very often. I've played lesbian 4 times. And that hasn't got anything to do with my life because I don't know why I play lesbian really. I say something stuff about me, I don't know, something about my face, but that is a role I get typecast for a lot, and I don't mind, I like it. I think it's, better lesbian than playing the silly girl all the time, isn't it?
Okay. So basically, what about your family?
What about them? Oh! Okay, so I've got one mother and one father that I know of, and then I've got one sister and a stepbrother.
Okay. So where is your family?
My family.
Okay.
Are you alright? My family are in Italy. All of them are in Italy at the moment. And a different parts of Italy actually, because my brother lives in one city, the rest of my family lives in another city, so in Italy. Oh man.
Okay, one thing is asked. What's your future plan?